Hello friends, welcome to Techfreak-gamers. In today's video, we will discuss a little almost about everything that one might need to know to build their own gaming PC. And as a welcome treat, we will also make a gaming PC out of 35,000 Indian rupees. Exciting, isn't it? To begin with, I would like to apologize for my English, but I will try my best to sound as clear as possible. And here is a little about my channel. It will cover all about building PCs and reviewing PC parts and its components. For more details, please visit my website www.techfreak-gamers.com. Let's get started, guys. As we all know, games vary by genre, style of gameplay, player perspective, etc. So does gaming PC. They also vary a little. Like, some of us love playing action adventure games, example Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider, Far Cry, etc. Being an action adventure gamer, here is what your PC build should look like. First things are always first, the CPU and the GPU. Oh well, I'm not going to ditch you. The other components are also explained in this video, but in the later part. Now, action adventure games are GPU centric. Reason, a lot of graphical textures are rendered, which substantially increases the real-time performance of the GPU. So guys, the thumb rule of PC building, that is the gaming PC builds, spend twice the amount of the CPU on the GPU. So let's say if my processor is around 10,000 Indian rupees, then my graphics card should be somewhere around 20,000 rupees. However, things are a little different when we are talking about massive multiplayer online, or also known as MMO games. For an example, I myself love playing MMO games like World of Warcraft, and hence my PC build is a little MMO centric build that is a little different, and here is how. Unlike gaming PCs, MMO gaming PCs require a decent CPU to be paired with the GPU. In other words, pairing an entry-level CPU with an end-level GPU will not give the expected performance boost. Reason? Such MMO games include a lot of computations and data tracking, which significantly increases the performance ratio of CPU to GPU. Guys, although it bends the thumb rule of PC building, but remember, GPU will always top the chats as the most expensive component which we have to spend our money on. And for all the other types of games, be it first person shooter, puzzle games, or channel games, this PC building rule remains the same. That is, the price of this GPU should be around twice the price of the CPU. Now this was all about the CPU and GPU. And I will also make more comprehensive or in-depth videos discussing about CPU and GPU someday later. Alright, like I have said, let's quickly drive through the other components. Motherboards. Once you have chosen the CPU, it gets relatively easier to get a motherboard for it. We need to get the compatible motherboard for our CPU. In other words, the socket of the CPU should match with the socket of the motherboard. Example, for Intel's LGA1151 socket processors, you need to choose a motherboard with the LGA1151 sockets like H1110M or B170M, or a high-end motherboards, that is a Z series, Z170A, etc. But the most important thing you need to take care of is the BIOS version as well. Now coming into the RAMs. RAMs are categorized mainly by memory size and the clock speed. I am not talking much about the data rate type here, considering DDR3 is quite old and a little slower, and hence I wouldn't recommend anyone for it. Gamers should always go with higher memory that is available within their budget, of course. Now, talking about the clock speed, the higher the clock speed, the better it is. That means the more faster the RAM can process. So this was all about RAMs. Coming into the hard disks. Hard disks vary by the storage capacity and RPM. Now what is RPM? Rotations per minute, which decides how fast a hard disk can perform. So the more the RPM, the faster the hard disk it is. So what we need to consider is what our budget allows and what is the capacity of the hard disk which we need as per our usage. Well, coming into the final component, which is the power supply unit. Choosing a PSU depends on the total power input your configuration needs. And please always consider getting PSU from branded manufacturers, as PSU is what stands in between the life and the death of your PC. Literally guys, this is which is going to save your PC from something that can harm it. So these are some important information that one should know before building a gaming PC. Guys, we are at the most awaited part of this video. We are going to make the Intel's Kaby build within 35,000 Indian rupees. With this build, you can play any recent games from entry level to mid range at 1080 pixels without compromising any performance or durability. In this build, we have paired an Intel's Core i3-7100, that is Kaby based 7th gen processor with Gigabyte's GAH1110M S2 motherboard, which will cost you around Rs 10,700 and Rs 4,300 respectively. This processor comes with a 14nm FinFET pin and a clock speed of 3.9 GHz and is undoubtedly one of the best entry-level CPUs, as it outperforms i3-6100 by around 10%. This processor, to set this processor on H1110M motherboard, you will need to update the BIOS, which is easier, but you need to get it done by pairing it up with a 6th gen processor in the first hand. Now the easy way is to ask the seller to update the BIOS for you. Coming into the GPU, we have considered pairing this setup with NVIDIA's 10 series, that is GTX 1050 Mini, 2GB DDR5 SDRAM. You can get this at around Rs 9,100, and guys, trust me when I say you, this completely beats any graphics card at the same range and even beats AMD's RX 460. Now this graphics card will be the best choice, as it can run any entry to mid-level games at 1080 pixels without any performance issues. For RAM, we have added the HyperX Fury 8GB DDR4, which is clocked at 2133 MHz. This makes a perfect fit for your budget gaming PC, as this will cost you around Rs 4,500. Coming into the hard disk, we have considered getting WD, that is Western Digital's 1TB Blue with 7200 RPM for the best performance. That costs you around Rs 3,700. Now this is one of the best hard disks available in the market, undoubtedly in this range, and it is definitely faster than its 5400 RPM variant. Finally, for the power supply unit, you can get anything above 500 watt, and we have considered powering this setup with Circle's APFC 500 watt PSU, which will cost you around Rs 2,500. So this entire setup will cost you around Rs 35,000, and these prices are collected from various online shopping portals. So a little rise and fall in the prices are expected. You can find the direct links to view and purchase this component in the description section of this video, and clicking on those links, and if you want to purchase from those links, it will definitely support my channel. So that is it. This covers today's topic, and if you like this video and its contents, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions or questions, please feel free to ask or comment. I will do my best to keep up with you guys. So goodbye time guys. I hope to see you guys soon in my next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.